last tour over in England on the Black Crusade with Machine Head. We played some really cool places, and some of the places we played with Maiden as well. So really cool to play the big arenas. You know, it's just a lot more fun. The bigger stages do more stuff, and also backstages are a hell of a lot better. Actually have some room to do something.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick. There's so many good ones.
Norfolk, Virginia is always fun.
Yeah, that was the last one here in the States was like one of the best U.S. shows. And the White Rabbit's always amazing in the States.
It's not a very nice venue, but it's always a good show.
The last time we were in Japan, Loud Park was incredible. There's just every single one.
Australia, there's so many nice places to tour. And even places that you play that the crowd's awesome, but maybe the venue's kind of subpar, okay, you know, kind of a grimy place to play. But you know, the fans always, you could play in like, you know, some back alley, you know, someone's backyard or whatever. People show up, it's going to be a fun time. So it doesn't really matter where we play as long as people show up.
When it comes down to Trivium fans, they're the same everywhere. They're the same no matter what country you're talking about, whether it's Japan, Australia, US. But if you're talking about new fans, I mean, even if you go city to city in Florida alone and you're opening up for a different tour, and each city's slightly different. You know, city to city in the US is just a difference between, you know, country to country. So if it's our fans, they're the same. They're just as amazing everywhere. But when it's like you're touring with some different tour, they're different everywhere. You know, every single place, city to city in the States, can be just as great.
Crowds of people come out to different shows. We always, you know, the reason we're out there is to, you know, put on a show for the people who pay to see us. So, you know, we're very serious about preparing for a show. You know, we always sit down and practice for a while to make sure we're, you know, ready to go. Everyone warms up their instrument. You know, all the singers, you know, warm up to make sure, you know, you put on the best show possible. And you know, we just go out there and kick ass. And then, you know, once you get the most important part, which is the show out of the way, that's when you can have some fun and kick back and, you know, have some drinks or, you know, do all the crazy stuff that people always hear about that bands do on tour. But you know, we always make sure that, you know, we get all our, you know, obligations out of the way with, you know, doing interviews or press or stuff like that, and playing the show. So it's the reason we're out on tour is to play the shows. So you don't want to screw that up and make people, you know, disappointed in coming out.
We don't really know what's going on. I mean, we kind of just worry about what we got going on. So I don't know. We don't really know what's going on. We don't really know who's in, who's out. It's different every month.
I think well, the coolest thing, at least for me, since I'm a fan of like older thrash bands, it's been really cool. A lot of the older like Bay Area bands or just older thrash bands from like the 80s and stuff are all kicking back. Like, you know, Exodus's new album, I really like that. Record rocks. Like the New Testament record comes out, which I've been waiting for like fucking 10 years. So I'm really excited about that. And like, Metallica's coming out with a new record. The last Megadeth record was awesome. And there's just been a lot of the older bands like who might have deviated from like playing like the thrashier stuff are kind of coming back into the style that they started off as. And some of the bands have just been rocking it, you know, the whole time. So a lot of the bands that you know, kind of started the scene and made it what it was and what it is for like the bands today who were inspired by them are all, you know, coming back with vengeance and showing everybody, you know, the older bands can still fucking kick everyone's ass. So that's cool for me as a fan perspective. But as far as new bands, I don't really look into who's coming up or anything like that because we're pretty zoned in on our own thing at the moment.
We started touring in April of 2004. We just finished, what was it, like a month ago? 2 months ago?
December 14th, I think, was the last show.
So in like 3 years, to do 600 shows. I think of that in itself generalizes just
and recorded 2 albums.
Yeah. recorded 2 albums and wrote for 3. Or 4 if you count Rotor United, and 5 if you count Capernaum. So there's just so much happening. It's crazy. And it happens.
It's like a blur.
Yeah, it's such a fast amount of time.
It's hard to pick out specific things. You have to really sit there and think about it or have someone spark your memory.
Yeah, because from the time we started touring, literally everything happened. I mean, our Ascendancy came out, Crusade came out, we did the biggest shows of our lives, the smallest shows of our lives, the biggest tours of our lives, had first ever everything. So that whole time had literally just about everything that's, with the exception of the band forming. Yeah.
A lot of firsts in
Yeah.
that time. A lot of
Got our lineup solidified, yeah.
popping cherries.
Shepherd is chased by the wolves.
It's awesome, you know, all of us in the band, even when we're younger, just all doing our separate things, just all like, dude, all I want to do is be a band and make music and tour the world. That's all I thought about it. We all got together and and it happened. It's just sometimes like when you sit back, like if you get off tour and think about what you just did, and it's like it's pretty rad that we get to do exactly what we always dreamed of doing, and having people that look at us like we did to our heroes when we were younger, learning our instruments and listening to music, and have people look at us like that. It's pretty crazy to think about it like that. But it's a lot of fun that we get to do, get to play music for a living and get to entertain people and stuff like that. It's just it's the best thing in the world. Couldn't imagine doing anything else. I'd be pretty miserable. So I love it, everything about it. Even on a shitty day, when people are in a bad mood or something bad happens, you just got to think to yourself, like, it could be worse. It could be digging a ditch or picking up trash on the side of the highway or something. Something you don't really want to do. So it's every day is awesome just to have an opportunity to do what we do and to get to meet people, play with bands that we grew up listening to. So it's pretty kick-ass.
When I was 12, I knew that what I wanted to do was be playing shows, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So, haven't derived or deviated from haven't deviated from the goal at all my whole life. So,
that's why
this is my first job.
Busted ass doing it. That's why we've done so many shows. It's just non-stop. Just play as many shows as we can, get our name out. It's a lot of hard work to build up a fan base and to get people to hear you and stuff. So we didn't slow down or slack off. We just totally went full bore into it. If you want to make this our career, you gotta. It's like starting your own business. You got to put a lot of hard work and love into it before it starts going somewhere. So we just nonstop fucking went for it. And I've seen a lot of places and got to do a lot of things. Been to a lot of places that not a lot of people get to go to, so it's a great experience.